Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, where our approach to Enna, or more to the point, the last 3 turns, took far too long with killer guys having to be lured to certain spaces. We would have loved to have just bum rushed, but that was not a possibility. With Boyd hitting with a Lagoo's axe and probably hitting more than Jill would have, we now want to move Jill in with a Lagoo's lance here. Now, we actually have the option to do this. I don't know how much damage Jill would do, but we have no other healers apart from that to be able to do something, because what we could do is we could rescue Boyd, take him out of the action, and then move Jill into place. With 16 HP left, we can finish it here, and Jill is able to withstand 2 hits herself, so that's not really a bad deal. Can we finish it right here, right now? After remembering that she actually has this weapon that can be used against Lagoo's too? It seems Ike will never get to fight against the boss. As Jill finishes the job, Enna is down. That's what happens when you stand in one spot, trying to stop me seizing something. Being stationary makes you a weak target. But that wasn't as much experience as I would have thought. Well, that kind of a, well, victory. Now, we could step forward and just finish it now. Or we could wait to see what happens with Soph and the Thief, which I'm quite interested in. Because Ike is within range quite easily. Oh really? I kind of thought the Thief would just leave. Like, oh, there's nothing actually for me here. Where are you going? Have I left something somewhere? Right, 2 chests there. Nothing there. 2 chests taken there. Chest over here is taken. A chest over here is taken. 2 chests over here are taken. Unless she's trying to, like, steal something from me. Well, the same, I can get around with other people and just say, well, I've kind of had enough of you running around, to be honest. Let's try and kill a lance the person, and then finish this level up. Thief versus Titania. Titania loses. Titania, why you failure? Why you do this? Well, what about Soren versus the guy? And Elwind is not enough. I don't think the person can take down Soren. With the strength he has, the speed Soren has is fairly good as well. We could play this for criticals. So Wind would do critical rating of 6, Thunder would do 11. We could see it that way. No criticals here, no proc of his ability. We've got a Thief on 1 HP, probably wishing he'd never come anywhere near this location. Do you know what? Let's leave him alive. I feel like he might deserve it at this point in time. He gets to live as Ike seizes the castle. You are strong. I have lost. And calm yourself and surrender. There's no reason for you to die. That I cannot do. What? I must go to him. No, wait. Nasir, good timing. Grab her, will you? I'm sorry. Nasir? So it all comes out, does it? Oh, 1 shot. Ah! Ike! Nasir, what are you doing? Go now, hurry! So, you were the traitor. Someone's been giving information to the enemy. Was that you too? And Miss Medallion? Are you telling me you've been working for Dayan this whole time? But you're a Lagoo's! Why? Talk to me! Ah, this is useless. Get him out of here. His traitorous face is making me ill. Blast! Until this has been cleared up, you'll be held in custody. I won't question you anymore. When you decide to talk, let me know. Go to Palmeni Temple. What did you say? And so the action moves to Crimea Castle. Of course, we know it to be Ashnard's power base at the moment. So the capital's fallen, eh? Ha! I knew it would come to this. Still, how disappointing. It doesn't matter how well you train an army. If they don't fight, they become weak. What's the life of a soldier without a steady diet of war? Blood and pain are the foods of a true warrior. Speaking of soldiers, Your Highness, the majority of our forces have been moved here. I left more than enough soldiers, and yet they could not prevail. I may have overestimated Enna. Even if she is a dragon, I suppose that was the best she could do. I suppose. The important thing is the Black Knight. Where's he gotten to? Did you see him in the capital? I did. He bid me present this to your majesty. Ah, it's found its way back to my hands at long last. Unwrap it, quickly! Unwrap it and show me. Very well. Do be careful not to touch it, Petrine. It wouldn't do to have you go mad. I'd hate to have to kill you. Here it is, Your Majesty. Behold. Ah, how wonderful. See how it reacts to the war I have brought to this pathetic land? This is Leran's medallion? Yes, and inside is a dark god of immeasurable power and cruelty. It once caused a flood so great that all continents save Tellius were submerged in a watery tomb. That blue light. You, me, even this very castle itself. We all radiate various forms of chaotic energy, and the dark god is pure chaos. The light you see is that energy calling out to the chaos around us. That is why some scholars refer to it as the Fire Emblem. Haha! Ha! Look how you tremble! This light has the power to bewitch the human soul, you know. It calls to our chaotic impulses, like the urge to slaughter every living thing in sight. Do you feel its invitation? The permission to act on any base emotion that resides in your heart, no matter how unspeakable? My report is not finished. Ah, Petrine! God! Yes, Your Highness? Wrap the medallion and place it in the vault. At once! Go on. The report? Of course, yes. As Your Majesty ordered, the Black Knight moves to capture Princess Serena's. At last report, he was on his way to Phoenicis. I see. So he's decided on the princess and not the prince, eh? Did he give any reasons? Yes, Your Highness. It was based on the findings of a group of scholars. Because the princess was isolated for over 20 years, they feel her magic will be stronger than her brother's. Yet, can the Black Knight outwit the Hawk King of Phoenicis and steal her away? The Hawk King is not always at her side. Plus, as you know, the Black Knight is in possession of warp powder. Someone of his might has the ability to appear and disappear at will. It may be that he is without equal. With the exception of Your Majesty, of course. I mean... Haha, I'll have to test that someday. But not today. It's not often that one finds a tool as useful as he is. Well spoken, Your Majesty. Now then, Petrine! My dear Petrine, you have made one blunder after another. How will you prove your worth to me? If you wish to remain in my service, you must show me results. Unless you, too, wish to become food for Rajeon here. Your Majesty, I will redouble my efforts. I won't let you down again. You can be a general, or you can be dinner. I don't really care which. But do try to show a little initiative, won't you? Yes, Your Highness. By your leave. Hold! I forgot one thing. What happened to Enna when the capital fell? According to all reports, she escaped. Her current location is unknown. However, this is Enna we're speaking of. She will return to Your Majesty. Will she not? Kill her! What? I've no further use for her. Oh, but if it's too much for you to kill her outright, use her trust and stab her in the back. As you wish. And so with that, we move on to another chapter, where it seems the enemies themselves are in disarray. Only the king knows what the king wants to do, and all his underlings are food at any potential time. Let's get forward! See what happens next. Overcoming many hardships, Ike and company finally arrive in the Dain capital of Navassa. However, much to their dismay, King Ashnard is nowhere to be found. According to intelligence reports, the king is in Crimea's capital of Melior, preparing to wage war against Gallia. In addition, at least half of the Dain army, including its most elite forces, remain unharmed and at his side. The Crimean army is again forced to march. This time, however, the battlefield will be their homeland. Eagerly awaiting their arrival is a Dain army more powerful than anything they have faced so far. This fact, coupled with Nasir's act of betrayal, has filled Ike with apprehension and disappointment. Yet, it is then, when all hope seems faint, that unexpected good news arrives. So begins Chapter 22, Solo. General Ike, sir, reinforcements have arrived from Begnion. Reinforcements? I haven't heard anything about this. Have you, Princess Alicia? No, not a word. Are you sure they're Begnion troops? Yes, sir. They fly Begnion's insignia. There can be no doubt of their authenticity. And the man in command is one of Begnion's most beloved heroes, General Zelgius. There's no mistaking him, sir. Allow me to meet with him first. I beg your pardon. Are you General Ike? I am. And you are? I am Zelgius, Earl of Cadol. I've been dispatched from Begnion with a battalion to support your army. Your assistance is much appreciated, but this is very unexpected. I understand your surprise. For Begnion's Imperial Senate, this decision was made with unusual haste. I imagine so. It took forever just to get the soldiers I have now. Well, there's a reason behind this expedited decision. Duke Persis has returned home. Do you mean Sephiran? Correct. Duke Persis is also senior statesman of the Imperial Senate. The Duke returned from his travels and began working immediately to settle pressing affairs of state. First, he met with the Apostle and they exchanged reports on both foreign and domestic matters. Then they discussed Begnion's position in relation to the current conflict and possible courses of action. In less than half a day, they brought the entire Imperial Senate into line and sent us here to you. So you're saying that Begnion has allied itself with Crimea, is that it? That's it exactly. I am at your service, General Ike. Oh, wow, thank you. Now then, please tell me what you would have my men do. I'm ordered to help in any way possible. You've caught me off guard. I can't think of anything right now. In that case, do I have permission to make camp around the palace and rest my troops? Yes, please do. That's no problem. Thank you. Please do not hesitate to call if you have need of us. We are at your disposal. Begnion reinforcements. That was unexpected, wasn't it? It certainly was. It seems the Apostle and Sephiran did the impossible by getting them to us. All for our little army. It's hard to believe they would go to all this trouble. First we take Dain's capital, and now this. Things are looking up. You're right. Even if we don't receive help from Gallia, we still may be able to defeat Ashnard. That's true. It's like a dream. I have to disagree. Oh look! Soren is upset again. Who knew? What is it this time? I think I might get the gist of this. Is this something along the lines of, 1, we send this reinforcement to the army to kind of take over Dain, because you're leaving it, which leaves Begnion in control of Dain. Apart from that, adding more Begnion troops makes this less of a Crimean saving the world thing, and less of us, more Begnion doing things. Politically, it looks good for Begnion, doesn't it? Like, Oh, we're saving the world. Look at all our troops. I don't know. Maybe that's what Soren's looking at it as. If the Crimean army is not the crux of Dane's defeat, this war means nothing. Indeed. What does that have to do with the arrival of these reinforcements? The battalion that just arrived is greater in numbers than the one we originally received. Not only that, but all of these soldiers are marching under Begnian's name. So, if these reinforcements are responsible for defeating King Dane, what do you think will happen? That achievement, the very victory itself, will belong to the Begnian Empire, not to Crimea. If that happens, Crimea will be rebuilt however Begnian sees fit, and Princess Alincia will be a mere figurehead. And then, the deeds of an unknown mercenary company will be expertly covered up. We'll receive some paltry sum of money and be swept under a rug somewhere. Mark my words. Soren, you're being so rude. Surely the apostle of all people would never do such a thing. And this General Zelgius seems sincere enough to me. Come, Soren. I have heard of situations like that which you describe, but whether this is such a case. We've been fortunate to receive this goodwill. Must we always search for such ulterior motives? Yes, we must. Have you forgotten Nasir? It's that sort of naive attitude that allowed him to remain undetected for so long. You people don't seem to get it. We are at war. All doubts, no matter how small, must be extinguished. If they aren't, we could well be ignoring something that will lead to our defeat. Or to our death. Let's take Soren's comments under consideration and discuss this at length. We meet in 1 hour. Indeed, this is a very rational way of looking at things. Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle. Marcia's not the MVP, but of course it still ends up as a flyer, as the MVP ends up as Jill. We spent a bit of money on making weapons. We got a bit of bonus experience to go with all that combat experience as well. Not bad. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal, of course. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. There's something about Soren's blunt talking that does ring many, many bells in my own brain. It really does. Right then, so we have info here, youth and soft to speak to. We have supports that still aren't generated between Ike and Soren. Grrr. But we can take Mist and Boyd's one up as well, so that's not too bad. Shall we make that a finalising thing? Boyd and Mist, it's time to support. Ike, brother, where did he go? Ike? Hey, Ike! Ike! Man alive, where did that guy get to? Oh, hi Boyd. Hey Mist, do you know where Ike is? Nope, I was looking for him too. Huh. Well, he's been pretty busy lately. Maybe I should just give up and find someone else. You need a training partner? Yeah, I'm just not motivated unless I'm sparring with someone. Can I? Can I be your partner? What? You? Seriously? Why would you want to do that? Because I want to prove that you're no match for me! Haha! Actually, I need to toughen up, or I might not survive these next battles. That's why I think you're one of our toughest troops at the moment, Mist, in terms of overall just level. That's a good reason. Maybe you can be my partner after all. Really? Well, it's better than hitting a scarecrow with a stick. That's terrible. After all, I am Grill's... Yeah, you're Grill's daughter. I know. You won't let me forget it. Hey, listen. I'm sorry about the other day. I was too harsh on you. No, it's fine. You were right. I was naive. You just opened my eyes a little. I'm grateful to you, Boyd. Don't thank me for insulting you. Sheesh. But it was a good thing. You're making me strong. You're so good to me. Huh? Why are you blushing? Quiet. I'm not blushing. I gotta go. Boyd, wait. Where are you going? Aren't we going to train? Well... something interesting this way comes, but of course it's something that we can't actually finish, if you know what I mean, either, which is a bit of a shame, because of course we got the A support between Mist and Jill building up there, and to be honest, it's something I want to do anyway. It really did help expand on Jill a lot more, and Jill's got some nice supports to go with it. So, with that said, we got Oki and Boyd that we could do, we got Reese there, and oh, we didn't have Reese and Mia together. That's a shame. We've got to keep them together. We've got to keep them as a duo, haven't we? But apart from that, it seems support-wise, we're done. All that's left for us to really do then is to set out and re-outfit our troops with all the nice new swords we've managed to gain there, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, Silver Blade here we could equip, or something along the lines of, well, the Killing Edge that we could give to Ike and make him ridiculous. Oh, I think a Silver Blade would be quite good on him, to be honest, so let's put a Silver Grade there. But basically, we need to sort through all our stuff and get ready for the next mission, so join me next time for more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.